Hey everybody, Claudia from the Wee Garden Homestead here. It is time for another block of the month. I suddenly realized today's the 26th. The 26th. Saturday is the last day of the month. I only have one of my February block of the months done. So I need to get going on these. So today, otherwise I'm going to be doing catch up in March, which might be okay because I don't have as much going on in March. I mean, seriously, February, short month to start with. So there's 3 days, plus the quilt show with Jocelyn. There was a day, plus going to Raleigh. There was 4 days just being gone. And then I had another day that I just decompressed completely. I didn't even go to work that day. I told them I was exhausted and could I have the call off. It was cold. They were calling off anyway. No big deal. And then I've got another quilt show either on Friday or Saturday this week. So I've got to get going on these. So again, I'm in the summer moon block of the month. And I am doing Hidden Star, the Hidden Star block. I'm doing this here, and I'll tell you what I got because I've already written it down. Where the blue is, I got to look now. Nope, I'm sorry. Where the green is, where all the green is, I've got this dark teal, blue, green, whatever it is. Where the blue is, I've got this cute little blue floral right there. And then where the yellow is, I've got this chartreuse, for lack of a better color. So these are the 3 colors I'm using. And then I dug through the scraps. I dug through all the scraps of my white on whites that I've been using. And I have a different color for each size. Because remember, I'm doing 3 sizes of each block. So I have a different color for each size. Whew. Of the white on white. So the blocks will be the same as far as the colors themselves go, but the white on whites, each one will be different. Now this is a scrappy quilt and I've been using different white on whites anyway. I do have a couple other colors that I'm going to add in, like some creamy white on cream, cream on cream, kind of those really super low volume. I've got a couple that I picked up in Raleigh at the at QuiltCon. I've got a couple of super low volume, like almost white, but they've got a little color to them that I'll be mixing in. Oh, excuse me, that I will be mixing in also. So I'm going to get to cutting, same as I always do. I don't think I'm going to film it this time. I'm going to cut all the whites first, and then I'm going to cut the colors each color at a time. The reason for that being is because that's how it's laid out here. You see, it says the background and then the color 1 and the color 2 and the color 3. They don't have them like that. They have them numbers, or letters rather, instead of numbers. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to get those cut. And then we're going to turn around and get to the sewing machine. So don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know. Are you following along with these? Did you get the book? And are you quilting along with me? Let me know what you think of this block. I'll let you know what I think of it at the end. Okay, y'all, I'm hoping you can see me. So I just rewatched a little bit of my intro. I sound like a used car salesman. Come on down. Tow it. Whatever. Drag it, tow it, push it, pull it. We'll trade it in. Anyway, sorry about that. I was a little excited because the first time I did it, I did my intro and my mic wasn't working. So I redid it and I was a little excited. So I'm sorry for that. I'm at the sewing machine now. I've got my speaker going, so I'll have some music going, so I will be dropping out the sound. I might put some music in for you, but because this is going to be copyrighted music, I don't want to put it in my video. So I will be playing music. I will be dropping out the sound. I've got my 3 sizes, the large, the medium, and the small. I've got my directions. I've got my sewing machine. I'm going to have to change my fabric color, my thread color, because I've got dark green in there. And last time I used pink, bright pink, and it showed through on the light spots, so I don't want to do that, but I will change it out and then we'll get to sewing, and I'll take you along for the sewing ride. I have no idea how this is going together. Looks like some half square triangles and some kind of weird 4 patches, and I'm not sure what else. So I'm gonna get going on this. Okay, so I'm just about done with this next step, and I checked, I double checked. So this is the last block I'm sewing on this, and I feel like I'm doing something wrong because on here they show them touching in the corner, and when I do it in real life, they're overlapping. Now they're going to have to overlap to give me that 1/4 inch seam allowance afterwards, but I'm gonna keep going on here, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Let me get another little piece here. I found all these 4.5 by 2.5 inch pieces with all of these 2.5 inch squares that I had cut when I was working on Haley Bug's heart quilt. So I'm just going to make a bunch of flying geese out of these and use them as leaders and enders. So I'm going to keep going on with this. The next step is to trim these off and press them. Trim them at a 1/4 inch. And I'm going to do that. You guys will be glad to know I emptied my garbage can. Lilu kept getting in it and stealing things, so I had to empty it while I was gone. So I'm going to get on with that, and we'll be back. Okay, these blocks are all sewn. I just have to trim them and press them, and then we're putting the big blocks together. Again, I pressed the way they said to, and they just said to press to the outside, which is all well and good until you go to stitch over that, and then it's ridiculously thick. So we'll see how these work out. This is the smallest one. I'm going to have to check the size on them, but they look to be right. And again, we've got the 1/4 inch seam allowance, so hopefully I won't lose my points. Okay, just finishing these up. I've got the last, almost fell off my chair there. I don't know if you saw that. I've got the last seam of the big one going now. The medium's there. The small one you saw me finish, I think. I don't know. And then we're going to go press these, measure them, see how close we are. I really like the way this block looks at the end. Whew. I'm not real thrilled about doing it. I think, again, I think I should have pressed all of these diagonal seams open. I think it would have cut down a little bit on the bulk at some of these spots, but I'm just not sure. I don't know. Yeah. Again, I really like the way this block looks when it's finished. You'll see it in just a minute. I just feel like it was a bear to make. So far, again, I think Churn Dash is one of my favorites. Okay, and I am pinning these because I've got to make sure those centers match up. In some spots, I've got to kind of ease it in. And I need to be done because my mic just died, so my music is done. Not my mic, my speaker, my little speaker. It kept beeping at me. I knew it was on its way out, but now it's done. So that was the last one. I'm going to go to the ironing board, get these pressed, and show them to you. There's the big one. I think that one looks great. There's the medium one. There's the small one. And I really do like them all. So let's check the measure on this. So this one should be 5 inches. I should be able to trim it to 5. I think we're good there. We're real close. I'll call it 5, 6.5. That one's going to be good. We'll trim it a little bit, but not much. And 8. And I'm going to call that one a little short here and here, but it'll be close enough. It'll be close enough I can fudge it in. So that was an adventure, as usual, with these. Hidden star block, right there. That is what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looks like. I'm pretty excited there. There it is in the before. Oh, my goodness. So let me get the camera turned around and we'll talk about this for just a minute. Okay, yes, I have changed my shirt since I started. It got really warm out today, and I've got my door open in my studio, and it was really warm. I had to change my clothes. No, I'm not complaining, mind you. Short sleeve shirt, I'm happy with that. So there's my finished blocks. Let's get a picture. I'll probably get pictures after. And up next is page 44, the pinwheel geese block. So this one is all flying geese. I've got my colors picked for it. I don't have them out right now to show you, though. I've got an orange where the yellow is. I've got a pink where the pink is, and then I think I'm going to use the same blue I just used where the blue is, and then a lot of white. So this is for the next one. Hopefully I'll get to it in the next day or two before February's over so I can start on March. Thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.